U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday threatened to cut off financial aid to countries that vote in favor of a draft United Nations resolution calling for the United States to withdraw its decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. They take hundreds of millions of dollars and even billions of dollars, and then they vote against us. Well, we're watching those votes. Let them vote against us. We'll save a lot. We don't care, Trump told reporters at the White House. The 193-member UN General Assembly will hold a rare emergency special session on Thursday at the request of Arab and Muslim countries to vote on a draft resolution, which was already vetoed by the United States on Monday in the 15-member UN Security Council. The remaining 14 Security Council members voted in favor of the Egyptian-drafted resolution, which did not specifically mention the United States or Trump, but which expressed deep regret at recent decisions concerning the status of Jerusalem. Let them vote against us. We'll save a lot. We don't care, Donald Trump, President of the United States. On Wednesday, Palestine's foreign minister accused the U.S. of threatening member countries of the UN General Assembly. Riyad al-Malki said American officials were committing another mistake when they distributed this famous letter trying to threaten countries, threaten their sovereign decision to choose how to vote. He spoke at a news conference with his Turkish counterpart in Istanbul, shortly before he left for New York on the same plane as Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu. Taking names, Haley issues threat. Ambassador Nikki Haley, in a letter to dozens of UN states on Tuesday seen by Reuters, warned that Trump had asked her to report back on those countries who voted against us. She bluntly echoed that call in a Twitter post. The U.S. will be taking names. Several senior diplomats said Haley's warning was unlikely to change many votes in the General Assembly, where such direct, public threats are rare. Miroslav Lajčák, president of the General Assembly, declined to comment on Trump's remarks, but added it's the right and responsibility of member states to express their views. A spokesman for UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres also declined to comment on Trump's remarks on Wednesday. Donald Trump's ambassador to UN U.S. will take names of countries criticizing its plan to move U.S. embassy to Jerusalem. It's a clear threat, John Simpson at John Simpson News. December 20, 2017. Trump said he liked the message that Nikki sent yesterday at the United Nations, for all those nations that take our money and then they vote against us at the Security Council, or they vote against us potentially at the Assembly. A senior Western diplomat, speaking on condition of anonymity, described it as poor tactics at the United Nations, but pretty good for Haley 2020 or Haley 2024, referring to speculation that Haley might run for higher office. SHE's not going to win any votes in the General Assembly at the Security Council, but she is going to win some votes in the U.S. population, the Western diplomat said. A senior European diplomat, speaking on condition of anonymity, agreed Haley was unlikely to sway many UN states. From Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, Trump abruptly reversed decades of U.S. policy this month when he recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital, generating outrage from Palestinians and the Arab world and concern among Washington's Western allies. He also plans to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv. The draft UN resolution calls on all countries to refrain from establishing diplomatic missions in Jerusalem. A senior diplomat from a Muslim country, speaking on condition of anonymity, said of Haley's letter, states resort to such blatant bullying only when they know they do not have a moral or legal argument to convince others. We are missing some leadership here from the U.S. and this type of letter is definitely not helping to establish U.S. leadership in the Middle East peace process, the diplomat said. Israel considers Jerusalem its capital and wants all embassies based there. Palestinians want the capital of an independent state to be in the city's eastern sector, which Israel occupied in 1967 and annexed in a move never recognized internationally. Trump envoy visits Netanyahu. Meanwhile, Trump's chief negotiator Jason Greenblatt met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday as part of the administration's efforts to advance peace. Greenblatt was accompanied by U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman in what the negotiator called in a tweet a check-in as the administration continues with its peace efforts, which will benefit both Israelis and Palestinians. Officials from Netanyahu's office offered no further information on the meeting. On Tuesday, Greenblatt met with the European Union's Special Representative for the Middle East, Fernando Gentilini, as well as with Israeli Major General Yoav Mordecai, head of the COGAT Defense Ministry unit responsible for activities in the Palestinian territories, the U.S. envoy said on Twitter. Greenblatt is a key member of a small team appointed by Trump who have been holding meetings in the region for months as part of efforts to relaunch the moribund diplomatic process between Israel and the Palestinians. Greenblatt's visit to Israel was meant to precede that of Vice President Mike Pence, who was due to arrive on Wednesday but postponed the trip to January, citing a need to attend a crucial Senate vote in Washington.